Hello, everyone, and welcome to my traveling office. I just love doing videos while I'm driving. Of course, I have my full attention on the road. But this video today is about how to be in a culture of a salon and spa, and in really any business. My name is Paula Sadler, and I am owner of A Harmony Nail Spa and Salon in Las Vegas, Nevada. It is also a wellness center. It is a gift shop where we do holistic healing and many different kinds of services. I'm also president and founder of our Commercial Center Business Association, of a nonprofit business association. And my professional experience spans, well, really since I was 14 years old, I began working. So, I'm going into my 34th year of working and professional experience. Everything from, retail and customer service, restaurant management, corporate management, small businesses, grand openings, marketing, advertising, hiring, recruiting. I've worn just about every hat that can be worn in a business. The only thing I don't really do is I don't do the books, and I don't do my own returns. I'm not an accountant, I'm not a bookkeeper, but I have a great understanding of the numbers and of the way the business works, and been to workshops specifically for owners and management to understand all of those percentages and ratios, and working towards a budget and goals and how to do that. So it's very important, even though I'm not an accountant or bookkeeper. I leave that to the pros, but there's a little check and balance system. So I want to say welcome to Team Harmony. For those of you who are new and looking to join the team, and I want you to think about this in terms of, you can apply this to almost any company that you work for. If you're an entrepreneur, you can adopt this and bring it into your company. So welcome to Team Harmony and the Harmony culture. And, fill in the blank, whatever company name, right? Your culture. So this is really for new hires, whether you're a contractor or an employee. I call this how to be. How to be in a culture of a company. First, you need to know what the culture is. Read the mission, read the vision statement. If you're in alignment with that and the core principles of the business, then great. You're on your way to, wanting to be or joining something that is in alignment with what you believe in. Here at Harmony, we do have a mission, we have a vision, we have core values, we have a way that we have been operating not only in customer service, internally with each other, but of course externally with our customers and outward into the community. And you really need to know what that is. And I would say our main core principle is that of service. Truly, to be of service to the community, and most importantly to our clients, and then also to each other. And with that, you can't be of service unless you have humility, unless you have being humble. And humility doesn't mean servile or scraping. Humility means respect. It means an attitude of selflessness and devotion, and it truly means to care for another person's welfare and the community and others, and those that you're serving. The clients are the most important. So I recently, over the past years, what's been very interesting, and I've worked for many companies since I was 14 years old, for small mom and pops, and also for corporations. And the structure of corporations are wonderful, and it's definitely something that a small business owner can benefit from. If you're an entrepreneur looking to start a business, then great. Adopt some of those principles and those formats. You can bring that in and still be a small business owner and have a lot of flexibility without being overly structured. And you can really, pick a system and work with it in terms of your hierarchy and management. So one of the biggest challenges that I've seen over the years, and it really does affect a lot of, this is something that's present in younger workers from late teens into their late 20s. It's also something I have been seeing, though. It's affecting workers in their 40s and 50s even. 30s, 40s, and 50s. And that's a real inability to be able to take direction and to go with that. So my job, what I'm here to do, and this is what you can expect from me if you come to work for my company. One, that I'm in the business of creating successful careers. Not only have I created a successful career for myself over the past 21 years full-time in beauty, and really I'm going into my 28th year in beauty. I went to school when I was 19 to 20 years old to learn about beauty and nails and right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So I have a lot of experience, and I actually worked in two other salons before I opened my own solo location. So what you can expect from me, my number one job as the owner, manager, and also senior nail technician, or lead nail technician, is I'm there to give direction and guidance. And a lot of people come out of beauty school with very bad habits, and they've been working for many years with bad habits. And if you come to work for me, I'm going to help you break those bad habits. I'm going to teach efficiency. And efficiency means making more money in less time, working smarter, not harder, and having fun while doing it. We can't make money in a beauty salon and spa if we don't watch our product costs. So when you have product waste because of improper application and procedures, you're going to be losing money, whether you're a solopreneur, whether you're an entrepreneur, business, salon and spa owner of a large chain, or just one location, or even if you're just an individual stylist who rents a station. If you're wasting color and lotion and oil and all of these products, which are very expensive wholesale for us to use, you'll really be doing yourself a disservice. And over the years, you will have wasted many thousands of dollars that could have ended up in your bank account. It could have ended up as part of your portfolio, bigger checks, spending less on products, and also timing will save you money. Now, who doesn't want to do that? But if you're not looking to be successful and you want to waste products and you're throwing so much conditioner on the hair that's too much, and lots of developer and color and all those things, and just literally you are washing your profits down the drain. You're going to be watching them go down the drain. And if you want to do that, great. You won't be as successful as those who have proven systems in place that are truly watching product usage and efficiency. And so that's what I'm going to teach you. If you come to my salon and work with me, you're going to learn so many things. You're going to learn world-class customer service, the best that only the top 10% of salon and spas in the world, I believe, are truly operating from that. You have 90% that they may be okay, but they're not great, and they're not striving for greatness. They're just okay at being okay. And at Harmony, we're not okay with just being okay. We want to be the best and a leader in the industry and set ourselves apart by doing that. So, I've seen a lot of product waste over the years, so that's why we have portion control. It's like, you go into a restaurant, you order a salad, maybe you got some new server that doesn't know what they're doing, or some, bus person or something like that, and they're making the salad. All of a sudden, they glob, a half a cup of ranch dressing on your salad when it was supposed to be 2 tablespoons, and bring it to you and says, enjoy. So that's no different than globbing tons of product on a client, thinking more is better and more is more. No, less is more. perfectly portion control. So we do teach that, and I do lots of hands-on with our staff. And also we follow manufacturer guidelines. That's very important. So I'm in the business of creating successful careers. If you want to join in a winning team and you want to become a six-figure earner, that's what I'm creating. I'm creating lasting careers, six-figure earners, so that when you retire, you can stay with our company and you can retire a millionaire at Harmony. That is doable. You can do that anywhere, but the question you have to ask yourself, where is it that you want to do that at? Who do you want to be spending your time with? Who do you want to be working with? And for me, as a business owner, I operate with integrity, honesty, open-mindedness, willingness. I love teaching. I love training. It's really what I'm great at, and I can help you excel and become better than you ever dreamed of being in this industry, in the salon and spa industry. I use proven systems and tools to measure success. We have goals for our staff, sales goals, and it's not about sell and or to take advantage of clients or anything like that. It's actually about meeting wants and needs and learning how to do that and fulfill that in a way that creates customer loyalty. That's very important, that you care, that you have integrity, and the money will follow. There's a great saying that I love, and it is, find what you love to do and learn to do it well enough that you get paid for it, and you'll never work a day in your life. I love what I do. So for any clients listening, I love what I do. Still, after going on 28 years in beauty, I love what I do. I love manicures and pedicures and nails and holistic healing and wellness. I love being able to transform hands and feet and minds and bodies to feel better, look better, be more inspired, to be happy. That's what we do. So that's one of the things you can expect by joining the team. So when I give you direction and guidance, this is a key that will save you your entire professional life. So make note of this. Listen. Also, another word for listening is silent. They're spelled the same. So just listen, take it all in, and whatever manager or supervisor or trainer that you have or owner, all you have to do is say thank you. That's what's required. So just know that when I give direction and guidance and training, that is my valuable time. That is my 28 plus years of guidance, of experience coming to you free. What I'm giving and what I train and what I do is worth $1 million career. It is worth millions of dollars over time. You can go work for so many places. In our field, in the salon and spa industry, there are many places where you get to be independent, but you don't receive any education or training. That's really all up to you. You have to do it all on your own. As an independent contractor with Harmony, we do go by commission, not only for services, but for retail, for packages, for memberships, and we also give training on customer service as part of the terms and conditions of coming to be a part of Team Harmony. So you will learn the best in customer service, and this is a customer service system that is taught by the leading professionals in the industry that they teach all across the world. And we've been doing it now successfully for nearly the whole time that we've been open. We've always had a great customer service program, and we brought on an additional company many years ago in order to fine-tune our customer service. And for me, I'm a stickler about customer service. And so you're going to learn how to have a proper consultation with the client. It is required 100% of the time, each and every time, whether it's a regular or whether it's a returning client. You'll learn how to have a conversation with a client that addresses wants and needs We cannot give solutions to problems and challenges we don't know about. And we can't be mind readers also. We're not mind readers. We actually have to ask the right questions. We have to listen. There's that word again. It means silent. We listen. And then we offer our professional recommendations. So there's a way that we teach how to do that. So sometimes in my business, because I do have a strong personality, and I'm very good at what I do. As an owner and as a technician, because I work in the business, my time is extremely valuable and it's worth a lot. For me, here's the question: for you as an owner, or whether you're a manager or owner, you have to ask yourself, where do you want to be spending your time? As an owner, is it worth my time to be spending my time doing routine tasks around the salon, which I'm great at and I've been doing for, 20 plus years? Or do I need to be focusing on cultivating, training, improving the culture, making sure we're staying in line with our mission and our vision and our traditions, our core principles, our core values, and doing all of those, giving all of the feedback, watching the day-to-day sales, making sure that we're staying in alignment with our goals. If I'm so busy with all this other stuff, this small stuff, I'm not going to have time to cultivate careers. So for me, I only do services just a few days a week because I want to keep in contact with my regulars and I want to maintain my regular clientele. And the rest of the week I manage, whether it's from my home office or whether it's from the salon. So my time is very valuable, and also that means sometimes I need to give direction and guidance very quickly, and I need you as my staff, and this is wherever you're at, take it non-emotionally. There's a great saying that my sponsor in 12-Step Recovery, which I've been sober for over 20 years, has shared with me over the past few years, and it may sound kind of harsh, but it's really not, and there's really a lot to it. She often says, F your feelings. I'm not going to say the word here because this is going to be posted to YouTube, but F your feelings, because feelings are not reliable indicators of the truth. There's many things that we feel on a day-to-day basis, and they're just feelings. It may have no bearing and relevance on the truth of a matter and what's really going on. They're just feelings. So, with that being said, when you're given direction and guidance, take it with a grain of salt. Do not take it personally. Take it as that this is something that's being done for you. You're going to be learning discipline. Now, if you don't want to have discipline in your life, that's great. Get out of bed. Don't make your bed. Don't brush your teeth. Don't take a shower. Don't put on nice clothes. Put on some wrinkled clothes. And just live your life that way. Live your life willy-nilly, however you like. There's a special club for people like that. And what I call that is you can join Underachievers Anonymous. And that may work very well. I had a massage therapist a year or so ago that used to work with me, and she had a schedule, and all of a sudden she couldn't make that schedule. She started showing up an hour late, so we adjusted her schedule an hour. Then she started being 2 hours late. We adjusted her schedule another hour. Then come to find out she was partying and raving at night and doing whatever and staying up, and she had absolutely no discipline in her life. And also she wasn't able to build a proper clientele, because if you don't show up, you can't build a clientele. So if you want to be like that, wonderful, great. You may have to go live in your parents' basement. You may have to, sleep on somebody's sofa, rent a sofa somewhere, because you can't build a career that way. If you're independently wealthy and you have lots of money and you're a millionaire, wonderful. If you've got wealthy family to take care of you, great. Guess what? You don't need to have any discipline. That's not for harmony. If that is you, you will not fit in at our company. So what I've built over the past 20 plus years requires dedication, hard work, tenacity, discipline, and it has been arduous and strenuous work, but the benefits are amazing. The rewards are amazing. I get to be in business. I get to stay in business and do what I love, hopefully for another 10, 15 plus years until my retirement, and then maybe pass the business on to somebody, or just step back and maybe do some light management. So that's what you can expect. Direction and guidance. Take it with a grain of salt. Do not get your feelings hurt. If they are, check yourself and be like, oh, all you have to say is, thank you, I'll work on that, I'll try to do better. So, for me as an owner, sometimes I literally have like a minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes to give you some direction and guidance. That's because we have the next party of $300 or $600 coming in, which we need to set up for. We have the next client that's coming in that's a good regular that spends $100 every visit every 2 weeks. We have to be on time and get ready to do this. So I have limited time, so I will give you the direction quickly to help you out. Now, if you want to talk with me later about it, wonderful. We could sit down and talk and go over some individual training and all of that. It's not going to be a situation where we get to sit down and say, well, I'd like to talk with you. I have a few things I'd like to go over with you, if that's okay with you. And then, for me, it's I don't really need to play a psychologist or therapist with the team, although I do respect individuality, and I do try to meet all of my team and all of my staff where they're at, however they are. And I do try to take that into account when I'm communicating with my team and with my staff on their individual personalities and their needs. So that's a little bit about what you can expect. So that is what I call how to be, simply to take direction and guidance and just say thank you. And then also, I may give you a sticky note. I may, give you kind of the little bit of the side eye when we're working and try to give you a little, direction and guidance there. I won't do it usually in front of clients. I may whisper in your ear or have you step away if there's something really important. So just know that that's going to happen. And when the time is appropriate and we have time, we'll get together, we can go over that. But you don't need to get your feelings hurt about it. And actually, that's a problem with not being able to take direction and guidance. And that might be some authority issue figures that needs to be dealt with. And maybe worked through, because we should be able to take direction and guidance from our management, our supervisors, our trainers, and know that, okay, I've fallen off course here. Something is not right, or I need to learn this way or this new way or this technique. Okay, great. I'm going to have an open mind. Let me do that. And when you come to work for Harmony, you may have been doing certain things in a way for many years. Well, you're going to learn the Harmony way. There are certain basics of our industry that never change. They stay the same. They're time-honored techniques. Then we have some signature techniques that we do. So other than that, then also, I work very hard to provide a wonderful establishment full of professional products, in a safe environment, a beautiful atmosphere, beautiful decor, all this great training and customer service. That costs time and money and years of dedication and development. And so when you step into my company or anywhere else, and this is very prevalent in the beauty industry, it's very unfortunate that there's a high level of turnover in much of our industry, and what you see across the board, 70 to 80% turnover within the first 90 days, and many only stay on with a company these days. Maybe 2 years is really quite a long time. Most people are changing their jobs every 6 years, which I find absolutely astounding. I've been doing the same work for going on full-time 21 years. So, I know what I need to do and what I have to do, and I look forward to it. That's because I found something I love. So if you're not really in love with what you're doing, find something else. Do something that you love, so that way you can stay for the long haul. Another thing, it's important to get in with a company and stay. You just stay there. I will tell you this, that in the 100 plus technicians I've had with me in 21 years, which usually we see about 10 or so a year come through, and maybe we have 2 or 3 that stay more long term over time. And there's many reasons: lack of skill, bad negative attitude, or they're really solopreneurs and they're looking to come and gain a couple of clients and steal them away and go to the next place. Don't do that. Do not steal from beauty salon and spas. Honor those contracts, because it can be create a financial hardship for you. For us, we have non-solicit and non-compete agreements. If you give your personal information out to any of our internal clients from our advertisements and our regulars, we will pursue you up to $10,000 in damages per client or more, depending on the loss of what we have going on here. And those are very important. So, I will pursue, to protect our client list. That's everything. And unfortunately, over the years, we've probably lost about 100 clients due to diversion and theft from technicians coming in and stealing our regular clients. But we do everything we can to make sure that we protect our client database, our client records, and also keep salon clients loyal to our salon and spa. Yes, they can love their technician, but they need to be loyal to us because, say we have 15 or 20 technicians, they're all doing wonderful and each have 30, 40, 50 regulars. Could you imagine what would happen if something terrible happened and all of a sudden half the team decides they want to leave and go start their own place, and they take 150 clients with them or 200 clients? That would devastate a business and close a business when those clients were not their clients and they were in violation of a contract. So be respectful and be mindful, and of whatever the salon and spa you're at, and also at Harmony, to follow the rules, because if not, we simply have to let you go. We will not tolerate theft in any way, and that includes the clients, and that's the most important part of our business. So client diversion. So, don't do that. And then also, if it's not working out, this is one of my big pet peeves. What's really sad is that the way that people exit their employment and how they're treating their careers and other people in the industry, and give a proper notice. And you know what? Say thank you. Even if you've had some difficulties with the management or with coworkers or whatever it is, you could simply say, you could write a letter, you could have a meeting, and putting it in writing is really recommended. That way, that's for the company and that's for you. That shows your level of professionalism. If you're not doing that, you're not operating at with integrity or at a level of professionalism. That's something for maybe teenagers, that they need to learn how to properly, one, do interviews, two, how to be on the job and in employment and career, and three, how to separate or leave when it's that time, no matter what the circumstances are. And so, you could write a nice letter, you can give a proper notice so the company has time to find a proper replacement, or at least they're aware, and then they can do what they need to do to make sure operations continue. And it could be, thank you for the opportunity, thank you for the time, thank you for the training. I found another position, or I'm moving, or my family's sick, whatever it may be. And honesty is the best policy. If something has not been working out and you really like the company and you really like your coworkers, that's something that you need to bring to the management or to the owner and say, well, I really like it here, but this has been happening, or XYZ, and to see if there's a workaround. There may or there may not be a workaround for something like that. But a lot of those conversations never happen in many companies, and people get resentments, and then they think if they go and have a conversation with their management or the owners or their HR that they're going to be fired immediately. And that's not the case. It would be the case if you're not doing a good job and you're not showing up, or you're not on time, you have a poor quality work, you have a negative work attitude, you're having problems with your coworkers, or getting into arguments or problems when you have a really poor customer service or not meeting the goals. Your time may be limited anyway, and so maybe you should resign unless you can improve in those areas and get better if the company's willing to work with you. So here's the thing. I'm very open, I'm very gracious, I'm very loving and kind and professional, and it's a very friendly type of atmosphere and feeling, but we are professional. And I'm willing to when I have a technician who has a great personality and they're really working well with others and they're very pleasing, and maybe their skill level is just moderate, maybe it's just okay. I know that skill can be worked on over time. The longer you do acrylics, you're going to get better at them. The more pedicures you do, you're going to get better. You do have to have a minimum level of experience to begin with Harmony. And but other than that, if there's a lot of other problems, then we may have to part ways, but still do that in a professional way. And I think that's one of the most terrible things that you can do to your career is burn bridges. Do not burn bridges. And I've seen it so much in the beauty business, not just with my business, but I've heard from many other HR managers and owners of the way that employment has been in the recent years, and the way a lot of young people treat their jobs, and that whole quiet quitting thing that was happening. That's ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. It was not creating a work-life balance. It was actually teaching and encouraging people to not be achievers in their life. Whether it's your own business or not, like whether you actually own it or have investment in it or a partner, if you have to treat every single business that you're at that you are an owner, because you actually have equity in the company. When you're getting a paycheck from a company and that money is coming from sales and from your work and your input, that is reaping rewards of ownership and benefits. And to treat it any less than that is really a disservice, and it will destroy the company. So if you want to be a destroyer of companies, you go ahead and do that. Do the quiet quitting. Don't put in. Don't don't do more. Just do less, and you can join the Underachievers Anonymous Club. So I wanted to just give you a little bit of insight into me as an owner, and the things that I look for. And I'm looking for high levels of willingness, high levels of experience, a high level of commitment, and a high level of being service-oriented. So I thank you for joining me today and listening to this video. More of this will be coming as I'm working on a new masterclass series, consulting for entrepreneurs, other businesses, salon, and mostly geared towards salon and spa industry, holistic and wellness, and also a masterclass series for technicians with our signature world-class customer service and signature services. That's going to be coming very soon. You can join me in our upcoming podcast, Elevate You. That's LOV8U. That will be released soon on YouTube. And also, as president of Commercial Center Business Association, I have a new podcast called Commercial Center Vibe, and it's everything Commercial Center, with interviews about small business and history and arts and culture and dining. All of what we're offering here in our 40-acre plaza at Commercial Center. We're celebrating 60 years in business this year. That is no small feat. And myself, as president of the Business Association, has been helping to develop the community for the past 19 years with great success. So when you come to work for Harmony, you're going to be working with and for an owner that is deeply involved and very involved in community development, nonprofit business association, with community cleanup, art, culture, other businesses. And I draw into our business the best in the area. Country club residents, Turnberry Tower residents, owners and management of multi-million-dollar companies in our area close by. They're coming not only to see me, but to experience all that is available at Harmony. So I want to thank you for listening to this video. And remember, this is part of the culture at Harmony. Be open, take direction. You will receive direction and guidance. And be open to that and say thank you. If it doesn't work out and you decide it's time to go, simply just say thank you, write it in a letter, have a nice meeting, be friendly and professional about it. There's no reason to have any fear when you're leaving a business, but you really need to keep those lines of communication open. Don't close doors for you, because here's what happens. When you burn bridges, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, you never know how that's going to affect you and how that's going to come back about who knows who. And trust me, this is one thing you must remember for your entire career. Our reputation precedes us. So whoever you are, whatever you're doing, if you do not have integrity, if you are not being honest, if you are doing subpar work, you can only do that for so long before you're out of that career. And you will find yourself going from job to job to job to job and changing careers over and over and over again, because you're living your life on a basis of unsatisfied demands, thinking that other people are creating all of the problems in your life and in your work, that it was that manager and it was that owner and it was that coworker, it was that client. No, they have their part to play. But where's your accountability? What did you do to change the situation? What did you bring to that situation? What better could you have done to fix that? So I hope that you decide that you want to join Team Harmony and that you want to stick with us for the long term, because we're not hiring any solopreneurs, people that want to have their own salon and spas. Those are wonderful aspirations. Or, this is just a part-time gig, and while they're working on something else, we're really looking to cultivate long-term careers. That is our goal. And we're searching for you, the best in the business, and that want to be in a holistic and wellness atmosphere. So we throw that out into the universe. We're casting a very wide net, and we know the very right people are coming to us. And if you get to Harmony and you get through your interviews and auditions and all those things, and it doesn't work out, that's okay. It happens. We may have to let you go if you don't meet up to our standards. That's a very unfortunate situation, although we try to work with you. Or you may decide it's just not the right fit. But with you watching this video and our other pre-orientation video, and to get to know a little bit about our culture, you can help make a better decision before you even begin, if you want to work with someone like me, with my personality and in my team. And I'm all about success, and having fun. So we'll see you at the spa, and let's have fun building an amazing career, a lifetime career together. So thank you so much, and we'll see you at the spa.